This is a black man with hands production plan. How y'all doing out there? You know what it's time for? It's time for talking shit. Hey, yeah. We got a black man with hands production thing going on here. We're talking shit. We're talking shit. I'm in my bedroom, baby, and we're talking shit. Hey, welcome to another edition of Talking Shit. I got a little bit of anger here. I was watching President Barack Obama lay out another olive branch to the Latino community and the immigration situation. The first time that anybody has really done anything really real with immigration in several years. And some reporter just starts arguing with the President of the United States of America at the White House. And I'm just sort of frustrated with the security. I mean, I don't know if they out somewhere getting prostitutes or whatever, but I know that it probably would have looked bad, but there's no way that nobody could have came out there and asked that man to be a little bit more respectful to the President of the United States. You know, and to have Republicans try to act like there's a certain racist, open form of disrespect that, I mean, people yelling at the president during a joint session of Congress where the president is making a speech and somebody yells out, "You lie." I mean, it's just getting to the point where if you can't see in this country that we need to move forward, you know, I love the way that Barack handled it, because I know some brothers, if we want to talk about stereotypes and race, Barack did not handle that like some other brothers would. I mean, could you imagine him doing that to P. Diddy Combs or Snoop Dogg or even the reformed, you know, some of these reformed stars that have been through trouble and come out on the other, Mary J. Blige. I mean, you know, I'm really proud of my president. He handled it in a very respectful manner. It did irritate him a little bit because it's like all Barack was saying is, let me finish my statement. I just felt it was disrespectful. I think it was inappropriate. And it's the bullying that they have been doing with this president. They bully him in a position and say that his policies don't work. They don't even let him discuss the policies. He's not even allowed to say what the policies are before he's brutally interrupted and disrespected. And then we got Senator McConnell on TV talking about what Barack said about the Latino community using a vote to deal with their enemies. That's right, because it's nonviolent, Mitch McConnell. It's nonviolent to vote and use that against the enemy. The enemy is the people who want to live dishonestly and behind fear and prejudice. So for Barack to suggest that people use their vote, see, he even told people yesterday during his speech on the financial situation in the country, you know, if you feel as though the selfishness and fend for yourself and get your stuff and collect your chalks and marbles and be self-obsessed, if you think that that's the route that you want this country to go in, then you're not going to vote for Barack Obama. Barack Obama tries to help women with Lilly Ledbetter. Lilly led us better toward what women deserve on the paycheck. You know, he's trying to tell Latinos that there's no need to live in fear. We can handle immigration in a sensible, realistic, caring, practical way. You know, I love Barack Obama. You know, and I see these people attacking him because they're not happy with themselves. You know, and I don't understand why a reporter. I was watching a history thing with Breon Borg and John McEnroe, a little history about that tennis rivalry that they had years ago. Get on the bus with me. I'm going to tie it together. And John got mad at a press conference one afternoon and he left. And two reporters got into it because of the integrity and like what that reporter was saying to John McEnroe. And that reporter, they kind of went at it. And it surprises me that the other reporters at this press conference in the Rose Garden didn't ask that man to hush. a professional, somebody and I don't want to blame the media like everybody does, but I just think that the media has more of a responsibility than sensationalism and passive BS. I think that his idea of journalism, the guy who interrupted Barack, was clearly inappropriate. And I think that there is a right time to be assertive. And to compare it to the way Sam Donaldson used to behave is not true. Sam used to go toe-to-toe with Reagan, but not like that, where Reagan and Sam Donaldson didn't get along a lot. And Sam Donaldson is a reporter from ABC that would historically kind of, say stuff. And everybody gets a chance to pick on Barack Obama. Everybody gets a chance to see that this is the first black president in the country. And everybody is getting to see the true racism that really exists. I tell you what scares people in the 1%. If the blacks and the Hispanics and the Latino community get together and start having the same political path, they would be unstoppable. And I really feel that the Republicans know that. And so what they're doing is they're trying to ruin the situation, and use their negative fear tactics and manipulation. We're not going to go for it. If that were to really be able to, if that were to work, then I think Newt Gingrich would be the candidate and not Mitt Romney. I watched Mitt Romney for as long as I could the other night to try to get some kind of an open mind. And every time I see him, it just feels like this plastic ass fucking shield. It's just like, it feels like plastic just comes in front of me, in my eyes. And it's Mitt Romney, and I just, he is the fakest, most fraudulent candidate I've seen in a long, long time. To compare him to the great Ronald Reagan is an insult. To compare this party, this Republican Party right nowadays, to the days of negotiation and not so much rhetoric and inflammation. Come on. No negotiation, no legislation, and no real participation in this great country, politically. Ronald Reagan is no Mitt Romney. Ronald Reagan was a different person. Now, I personally didn't like a lot of the Reagan policies, but there was some integrity in that White House. There was some negotiation jumping off. Tip O'Neill and a lot of these guys that are gone, the old lion, Mr. Kennedy, a lot of these guys, boy, we miss you. But who we were is who we are, and who we are is who we were, man. And we got to get to a point where we alienate these teabaggers and get them to see that this is not America. Jeb Bush almost had enough courage to do it, but somebody called his ass that night and he backpedaled. But we really have to have a negotiation here when it comes to the deals that are going to make or break this country. Because if Mitt Romney wins and the Democrats get control of the House, because, the country likes to balance things, I just feel that it's still going to be a stalemate. Why think that it's going to be better over there when it can't be better right now if we don't negotiate and figure out how? I'm really glad that you're listening. I'm really glad that you're subscribing. I'm really glad that YouTube does this forum for us where anybody can get on here and talk shit. Anybody can get on here. Even that reporter that interrupted Barack. Start a podcast, brother. I'm asking people to send money to Barack Obama, however. I think that Barack Obama deserves your support. I think he supports us. I think he hasn't gotten to deal with all the things that he would like to. I think the black community is somewhat not satisfied in certain aspects, but you can only do what you can really do, and that includes us too. So we got to get involved. I'm doing this. This is my thing. I'm doing this. This is what I'm doing to support the president. I'm on here as often as I can telling you that talking shit is real, and we're going to help this president. He's going to win. And we're talking that shit. I love our theme music. Watch me. Look at me. Look at me. And this is Black Hands. A black man with hands protection plan. That's this. See, that's this. See, I'm doing it like this. I'm doing it like this. I'm going like this. Thank you for joining Talking Shit.